Okay, I got the movement out of the clock. I'm gonna go ahead and set this case to the side. And now it's time to disassemble this movement. If I can get my camera adjusted to where I'm happy with it. Let me put it over here. Maybe you could see what I'm doing better. I already took pictures all the way around, like I suggest to do with any clock that you repair. First thing I want to do is I want to take this suspension spring off. Hopefully I won't damage it in the process. These things are about $5 a piece. And they break really easily. So be careful and with that. Pendulum leader. Now I want to inspect everything to see if I am going to need to put bushings in this clock. Hopefully not. What's cool about the clock is it has an adjustable crutch on it. So it helps you in setting the clock in beat. This is known as an adjustable crutch. And I'm going to go ahead and take the crutch assembly off. Hopefully see if I could take it off. I'm going to go ahead and take a scribe to scribe on top of this crutch assembly. If this is an adjustable system, I don't want to get it out of adjustment. So just a scribe that way I can put it back. See, I put a and on top of here, because if this has an adjustment on it, we're going to assume that the clock was in beat when it was working. If it has an adjustment on it where this can raise and lower on either side, that means that your verge assembly your crutch assembly can get away from the escapement teeth, and you don't want to, if you don't have to, you don't want to have to adjust the height which the pallets go away from the teeth. So I'm going to take this apart and see it is adjustable. You see how it's not circular here, that it is oblong. That means I can adjust this up and down. With me having that scribe on there, when I put it back together, I'll put it back together with those scribe marks, and it should be an adjustment. This screw is tight. I'm going to see if I can loosen it with these pliers. So again, this is oblong. So when the screw is in here, it moves up and down. So it can be adjusted up and down. So with that scribe mark I got on there, we should be good to go when we put it back together. And this is the adjustable part. You don't want to sit here and play with this thing all day long, because over time this will get loose, and you don't want it extremely loose. So the next thing I need to do is take some clips out. These E-clips. So I could take the rack lift lever off. And I need to take the E-clips off on front so I could take the rack assembly apart. Take my nut back off to take the snail off, and this piece off. I'm just looking to make sure I know how to put these parts back on. Taking the hammer assembly apart. Like I said, I took pictures before I started taking this thing apart, because my memory, when I go to work on stuff, is not the greatest. Now there's two small E-clips to take these lip rods off. So I'm going to go ahead and take those off, drop them in my parts barrel. And there's springs that give these things tension. And I want to compare the two. To see if they match. The one with the longer shank goes in this hole here. The one with the smaller shank goes in this hole here. Long shank, smaller shank. So now I think it's time to take the nuts off. And I like using a nut driver when I can. I don't like using a pair of pliers because it will mess up your nuts. Get out my movement holder here and see if I can take this off. I think I want to try to take it off this way so I could take a picture of it with the top plate off so I can know I probably need to take the cam off or that gear is not going to come out right. But I already got the movement halfway out, so I'm not going to be able to take that cam off. I don't like taking the cam off because over time you're going to wear that cam out by taking it off. And so when I don't have to, I won't take it off. You're not going to be able to take a picture of this way because of the minute gear. But we can halfway see it, what it looked like. We just have to worry about this gear, which controlled this gear right here. The fly and the warning wheel went up in this area. So we pretty well know what everything looks like. So now I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to take a picture of what you see. That way, when I go to put this back together, it will be simple. I don't care how many clocks I take apart. I always take a picture of the clock I'm taking apart. That way I could see how to put it back together if I'm having a brain part that day.